Hello, my wonderful people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your time zone or anytime you are coming across this platform called Linda's TV show. If it is your first time and you like what we are doing here, kindly subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when we upload a new video. I want to appreciate you too for creating this wonderful platform we are using to pass information across to the members of the public. I put a disclaimer that here in Linda's TV show, we react to all forms of videos. We do not and will not promote anything misleading information, hate speech, violence, or trying to instigate war. We are only here to inform, educate the members of the public because information they say.
We have to come this way. And, when we come out here, we begin to speak about the inefficiency, the incompetence, the lack of will, that willpower to fight, engage these ragtag terrorist organizations in Nigeria by a defined professional military force like Nigeria. I think number 4 or 3rd in Africa's strongest, military. It gives me, serious worry. The reason why United States is coming in there is because of the ineptitude of the leaders of Nigeria, the politicians, those that commands the powers, to give instructions to the armed forces to take care of these people. But they cannot do it simply because Mazo culture. The Nigerian armed forces have been infiltrated by agents or sponsors of this campaign. It is a campaign that is going on in Nigeria.
Okay, what campaign is it? Because a lot of people may not understand what you mean by campaign.
When you call campaign, I don't know whether they will flag you when you say Islamization of Nigeria.
Most of my videos are not monetized. I don't care about monetization because you see, I mentioned death, rape, anything that is happening, I mention it. Even though YouTube doesn't want it, I mention it. As far as they will not take down the video, I don't care about monetization. So you can go on and use the right word that you can use.
All right. Thank you so much. You see, Islamization is real in Nigeria. I think you played some time ago the voice messages of one of the generals in Turkey, of the Turkey army. Yeah, okay. That is exactly. And which country did Bola Ahmed Tinubu sign the defense cooperation with recently? Is it not the same Turkey? The Egyptian news media came out and indicted Turkey for their role in equipping, arming Boko Haram that formed alliance with ISIS West Africa and ISIS itself. So why do you think that Gumi is always talking about Turkey? Because Turkey is playing that role they want, that country to play. That big brother, role, brotherly role that Turkey is playing when it comes to the support, for these terrorist, people. Turkey will want Nigeria to be Islamized. Turkey will benefit if Nigeria is Islamized today. They will benefit from the gold. They will benefit from every other thing that you see. So any life that is lost in that country is not anything to worry, for them. That is what you should understand. Now, you see, if you look at this African, this soldiers, United, Marine Corps that are coming into Nigeria, the boots of American military that are coming into Nigeria now as we speak, as reported in most of the new media's outlets in Nigeria, it's a sign of weakness on the side of Nigeria. There was a time we had one Major General. He was my former ECOMOG commander, Victor Malu. He's from, I think, Benue State. There was a time when, this United States African Command, they were anticipating to bring their headquarters to cooperate with Nigeria cooperate with Nigeria by sending troops and opening, outlets in Nigeria. Victor Malu said no. He was, I think, the chief of army staff at that time also. He said no, that he will not be in support of the American military, cooperation in Nigeria.
Okay.
And the Nigerian people said no, that they have everything it takes to combat any kinds of insurrection, whether it is within or outside. So, and what is the modus operandi of this United States Africa Command, what is popularly known as AFRICOM, is to strengthen transnational. One of them is to transnational, security cooperation, guide against terrorism, terrorist attacks, and so on, and development in military cooperation, and so on and so forth. So the reason why America is coming to this country today is the influence of these terrorists. Not one group, not two, not three, not four, not five. More than 7 of them are operating in Nigeria with the support of the outside world, especially member countries of Organization of Islamic Congress. America, and the reason why it is going to work is that majority of the people, especially from the Middle Belt down to South, even some Christians in the North, that are seriously affected by the actions, wicked actions of these people, are in support of it. They are in support of it. Instead of you to kill me, chase me out of my land, let America come and save me. That which Nigeria has failed to do. And Nigeria will not do it because Nigeria is complicit. The Nigerian government is complicit with what is going on. T.Y. Danjuma came out and said it open. Remember that T.Y. Danjuma, Lieutenant General T.Y. Danjuma, was once, I think a defense minister or chief of army staff as well. He said so many things that the army, the armed forces, are, complicit of what is going on. He said they are supporting them. They are aiding them. They are covering them. He said they cover them. That was what this man said. Till today, the Nigerian army has never come out to say, hey, former chief of army staff or former defense minister, why did you say that? Come and explain. Because they know that this man has a lot of information of what is going on in that country. So there is nothing anybody would do in Nigeria as we speak today that America has set their feet onto that land. There is nothing they would do. If you fail to do what you're supposed to do, protect your own citizens, which is the primary responsibility of every genuine government. Then other people with higher and superior powers that can speak when you cannot speak will come to help, as long as the citizens that are affected requested for them to come. And why are they requesting? They are requesting simply because that the authority that they have trusted and voted into power, if at all that they voted them, have failed them. If you go to Benue State today, there are so many places in that place, according to Tortevi, that strange people have taken over those lands. Why would that happen in a country that has a very serious government? As we speak today, in Sokoto, there is an attack going on in Sokoto, terrorist attack going on in Sokoto. In Pande, is it Pande in Benue State? ACP, Assistant Commissioner of Police, has been killed in that particular place. Why is all this thing going on?
A monarch is missing in Kwara State today after the terrorist attack.
Why would this be happening in a country that is so huge, so vast with resources, and with so strong military force? Why would that be happening? I take inspiration, although many people doesn't like him, from Abacha's statement. If any insurgency lasts for more than a week, those in government is aware of it, and that is why they cannot curb it. Thank you so much, Marcy.
All right. The last question I want to ask you, sir. You see, a lot of people have been boasting that they don't want the US government in Nigeria, especially people from the northern part of the country. And someone like Kasari Dokugo, from the beginning of this video, I just played this video before.
Yes, Daniel, I plan to fight America. Daniel Jerry, yes, I plan to fight them. I don't know.
All right, people like Kasari Dokubo and so many of them like this. So how would they, what will be their next move? Who have been saying in the public that they are ready to fight America, that they want to fight America. Now the American soldiers are here. Do you think that they are just boasting, or they are going to look for a way to attack the American soldiers on ground?
Now, it's a Sh0Ck. I do not, waste much time in responding to the boastfulness of people that have no power. If your government cannot stand the military might of the United States of America, being so irresponsible to protect their own citizens, then I don't know what these people will say. Now that the Americans' boots are on the ground, in agreement with Nigeria, they are not coming on their own. They are coming with agreement that they had, I think, in Rome last year with Bola Tinubu. In Rome last year, they signed that agreement. They are implementing it. And as we speak, there is a congressional hearing on Nigeria as we speak. Today is going on. So my people, let this people, as long as you can only fight America when you are united, not when you are fractured with hate, with people taking your land from you, with people using their religion to lord over you, with people coming out with the intention of removing you from your ancestral land and take it over. These are some of the things that you can do. But once you are fractured within this, parts, there is no way America will never succeed. For me, instead of you to come in and introduce Sharia in my mother's ancestral land, it's better that I bring someone who is going to save me, that I have the same, Christian ideology with, not someone with Islamic ideology that is going to take over my land and lord his or her own religion over me. As I will not do that. Thank you. If America, if they have the power, if they have the vim as we speak, let them go and stop America from coming. When America threw the bomb in Sokoto, where were they? Why don't they know where America is in the Gulf of Guinea, in the Atlantic Ocean? You can go there and begin to fight them now. So why are you now wasting your time thinking, the other guy, there is a train passing within my area. Please do that.
All right.
You see, so when America sent those Tomahawk missiles to Sokoto, why didn't they go? Why didn't they go to the sea to go and fight them if they have the capacity to fight America? They are just empty barrels, very vacuous in the brain, that are making empty noises. You remember when Sh0Ck said that during the election, if America comes in here, they will go in body bags. When America sent their missiles in Sokoto, the land, the headquarters of Caliphate, what did he do? What did he do? I am yet to to hear the response of Sh0Ck that threatened the American soldiers as at that time. These things are just empty noise. They cannot do anything. America is going to do whatever they want to do, and they will get out. They will achieve that their foreign policy part of making sure that Nigeria Christians are protected before any other thing. Thank you so much, Master.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Let us go to Mr. Christian. All right, Mr. Christian. Good evening, sir. Thanks for joining us. You can unmute yourself, sir.
Okay, brother. How are you, brother?
I'm cool. Good evening, sir. It seems there is a background noise in your area there, right?
No. There's none. Maybe it's from someone else.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I don't even know where to start from, but you see in this life, that is when they said, be careful what you wish for, because you might as well have it. That Fulani agent, the Fulani Caliphate agent in Niger Delta, who is supposed to be our brother, but he had choose to serve the caliphate. And I remember when he was saying that you just played this video now when he said that they will fight America when they have foot on the ground. America now have foot on the ground. You see, this whole thing. Look, let me just also say that for me, as an Igbo, as a Biafran, I am grateful to God. And my hope is that every genuine Biafran, every Igbo person, and every Christian, not just Biafra, every Christian in that country, we should be praying for the well-being of President Trump. We must be doing that. Because, Okocha, let me tell you, my brother, I'm here in the Western world. I see a lot of things. I hear a lot of things. I know some, not everything, but I know a lot. If not for the advent of President Trump, is God in his infinite power and wisdom brought Trump. If not for that, the game was set en masse. The Islam, the terror, you see the Taliban, this Taliban-style government in Afghanistan, it was set en masse in Nigeria. I'm telling you the truth. But God just intervened, just at the whisker. Trump came. And if you remember, this is one area where I feel vindicated, and I thank God for that. I remember when I told you, it was last year when Trump was just sworn in, I said, bro, that Trump has this kind of, handful with world issues.
Yeah.
But you remember, right? I also I also made it with, but it was on your program first. I also made that program with one of our brother, Sh0Ck Survivor. I told him that at some point, so people were there was a lot of people who were feeling despair that nobody is coming to their aid. But I knew somehow that at some point Trump was gonna get to the table of Nigeria. And that when he does, things are not going to be the same again. And since Trump stepped on it, look at what is happening. And they've not seen nothing yet. A lot is, oh my goodness. So like I said, we must be thanking God and be praying for Trump, because you see what? Now, the Asaris, documents of this world, they said that if America put food on the ground, foot soldiers on the ground, they will go after him. Now, let me just give you one preamble, and so that we'll watch out and see how it plays. The Asarudok of this world and the Islamic Fulani terrorists, they will begin to organize now on how to take out an American soldier. It could be one, it could be two, whatever. This is what they will be working on now, moving forward. But you know what is going to happen? That is going to finally be their doomsday. That is, you see that young man who was daring trouble and his Yoruba government, his caliphate Yoruba government.
Why do you say Yoruba government?
Yeah, I say that because, listen now, I say that because the government is Yoruba government. Not minding the fact that they are subject. Tinubu is subject to the caliphate because whatever they ask him to do is what he do for the most part. But there are some he cannot do because he cannot dare America. Tinubu cannot dare America. But for the most part, they've been collaborating. The Northern Fulanis and the Yoruba oligarch, they've been it's not today, it's been going on. It was after this unlawful conviction of Nnamdi Kanu, an innocent man that all he asked for was just give me freedom, give me referendum. If our people decided, that is all. And he stood up and said, listen, wait, Okocha. He stood up and said, I will not sit and fold my hand while your terrorist soldiers come and slaughter our people. Nobody will accept that. Self-defense. Yeah. And what happened? They kidnap him, they work together, and they try him. Under this Yoruba Tinubu government, the judges, the judicial, all of them Yoruba, and not only do they convict him to life unjustly, and they handed him over to the caliphate, to Sokoto. And you remember that Sultan of Sokoto made Tinubu a day before the conviction, or two, probably a day before the so he sent him to Sokoto, and they continue down this path. And you think I'm going to be nice to them? No way. But let me tell you that judgment has come upon them. We shall see how this thing will play out. I know what the terrorists are going to try to do because they hate America. Why? Because America wants to save the life of not just Christians, but innocent people. This is, my goodness me, I will not have enough time to say everything I want to say, but I'm thankful to Sh0Ck that they are coming to an end. This whole thing, because America, though it's a small portion now they brought in is going to increase with time. You see how everything will work out. There's nothing more to lose. Absolutely nothing more to lose. So if you are resources, to hell with your resources, because we have it for this decade, if not centuries, nothing comes out of it. Electricity we don't have, good road we don't have, hospital we don't have, school we don't have, nothing, absolutely nothing. Just in the hand of the few oligarchs, few criminals, with all these criminal Biafran Igbo politicians. Chineke, all of them, go punish all of them. So thank you, my brother. Sorry for my my harsh word. I'm sorry about that. Thanks, you, brother.
I see you are so brutal on them. You are talking out of anger.
If you can't
Anyway.
imagine how much I hate these evil people who sell their with this life save. If you waiting where you won't carry the world go.
All right. Just because of time, let me ask you the last question. You were driving to somewhere and you diverted again. You were talking about if these people now coordinate an attack, maybe mistakenly they killed one US soldier. What do you think that is going to happen?
Oh no, there's nothing like mistaking, my brother. It's not mistaken. And America is not joking. America understands them. Today I saw an interview, a statement coming from the government saying that the America has arrived. They acknowledge the arrival, but according to them, they don't have details on what and how. You see what I mean?
The next move, that was the information I got from Abuja this evening before starting this video. So they don't even know the next move.
Exactly. Well, they will not know. There's no how they will know, because Nigerian government, heaven bear me witness, is a terrorist government. The terrorists are the one running Nigeria. We can't be so ashamed or scared to say it. Because you know what? Nuribadu is a terrorist. Shetima is a terrorist.
So? Why do you say so?
Motawale is a terrorist.
Why do you say so?
We have provable evidence. Do you know that this Nuribadu, they were training people, most of them Fulanis, that they brought into the country and said they are going to use them as forest guard. So that is like taking a key of the kitchen and handing it over to a rat. So these are the people incredible, absolutely incredible. And they are working together. So this whole thing is going to everybody go see them now. We go make boom for everybody eyes. What these people have engaged in. They're engaging the Islamic countries who are financing terrorism in Nigeria. And at the same time, they think that nobody, my brother, all the ego. You see, as I read up, I feel sorry for some of our people, young boys in the Niger Delta. He doesn't care about them. All he cares about is himself. And he will put them on the line to protect himself. So I pray, I hope that they will wake up and realize that this guy don't care about none of you. It's just to use you for his own aggrandizement. He make money, he make everything. And so he's not helping them. But now, let him, I dare him. He said, it is his word, not mine. He said, if America have boot on the ground, they will fight them. Let them go and fight America. Let's see how that will play out. This young man, that Alex, he dare Nigeria, he said, you, the government, if America knows I'm here, they know I'm building. He has built 30-something. Meanwhile, the billionaires and millionaires all over the place, nobody cares. The wickedness of the black man stinks to the high heaven. But let Tinubu and his cohort, let them use those Fulani terrorists to go and destroy let them go and burn it again. America is watching. Thank you, my brother. Thanks.
All right.
Master,
thank you for
Mr.
sharing
Master,
what you think,
Mr.
your
Master,
opinion with us.
Can I? Yeah, Mr. Master, can I just answer that question before my brother comes in, please?
Okay.
What America will do if they lost a soldier in? See, my brother, all the surveillance with their 5 Gulf Stream, all the reconnaissance, they carried out over the airspace of Nigeria has mapped out all the coordinates. The coordinates of these people are on the war plan paper of the United States. Don't joke with them. You do not joke with them. If you kill anybody, they will fish you out no matter how long it is going to take them. If you cannot kill, you see, when Nigeria, these guys are joking, they don't know the impact of Nigerian war when you have their own soldier killed. You see, they have the coordinates, even in the riverine areas. Even the man that has threatened to attack them, the video is there. They've analyzed it. They know the coordinates of where he stayed. If at all he is in Nigeria, if anything happens and it is proven that that place, they will deal with it. Do you know how they killed Hussein and Ode, the two sons of Saddam Hussein that was planning after their return from Jordan to attack the U.S. military base? Do you know how they killed them?
Bramas, you know what? Anybody who knows our people in Niger Delta, I regard them as our people because I know the history of the old Eastern region. Anybody who know those young people, stay away from Ansari Dokubo because the calamity, you will be a victim for nothing. Stay away from Ansari in Cobb, don't fool. You must stay away. The notes and petition, the things we will be writing. Yeah, he has been killing Igbo youth. His days are coming. Stay away from him. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. Mr. Wimbu, I don't know. You have not finished what you were saying because I want to go to Mr. Dandington.
I wanted to, you see, when these people came out in the Gulf War, when Saddam Hussein was taken out, the children, they called them Hussein and Ode. They were, I think they returned from Jordan as at that time, and they were also planning to attack US. It was that time they used one of the bunker busting missiles to pick them up from the bunker in Iraq, in Baghdad, where they were hiding themselves doing the secret meeting. How did America locate them? That is to tell them, you see, Nigeria is supposed to be one of the strongest army in Africa and one of the, let me just say, 10 or 15 strongest army in the world. But nobody knows the reason why God made them to be what they are today. Let's say they are strong, as I expected them to be strong. Maybe I would be disadvantaged with that superiority. Is this so? All things work for good to them that love God, whether it is good or it is bad. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, Mr. Dandington, you can unmute yourself.
Say that the idea of bringing people from outside the country to destabilize wasn't, I mean, I didn't say they brought people to destabilize.
Hello.
What I said was that the idea, they actually brought people into the country with the intention.
All right,
Hello.
Mr. Dandington.
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
So, you see this video I just played. I want to ask you a question because a lot of people fail to understand the genesis of where we are today. You see, in 2014 through 2015, we already had the Boko Haram operating then. Boko Haram have been existing. And as of today, Boko Haram, ISWAP, and all these people, we know where they are operating. We know what they are doing. But the majority of people who infiltrated the whole Nigeria are Fulani militia. These people were imported by the APC government, the coalition of Tinubu and Buhari. So that is why I just made this video for you before we move forward, for you to understand. Now, the American government, the soldiers are in Nigeria, and normally the word collaborating with Nigeria government is the first sentence in everything. They are collaborating with Nigerian government. The question I want to put forth to you, how will they succeed? Knowing fully well that the Nigerian government, their politicians, let me use Nigerian politicians, imported these terrorists that America is on ground now to fight. What do you think? Is there no contradiction there?
Okay, let me start from where the other gentleman that spoke, and it's like he's well versed in terms of knowing, since he was in the military, he understands. I live in I'm a northern neighbor to the US, and I have been to few of their military bases. They knew quite all right the whole problem before they came to this country. Number one, Donald Trump does not listen to anybody. Let's start from there. He do what he feels, what he thinks is right. People might not like it, but he will do it. That's number one. Number two, Buhari and Tinubu and the likes of Atiku, people that left PDP and went to APC, were the one that brought this militia from the Sahel states, from Niger, from Mali, from Cameroon, name them. Now, Tinubu knew that if he does not support Buhari, there's no way he can become president. There's no path.
Okay.
Now, he has to, he who dictates the piper plays the tunes. Now, some people will play the game that, oh, he inherited it, but he knew about it from day one.
Yeah.
Don't let us play games here. He knew about it. Now, you're talking about if America will succeed. I guarantee you 101% they will. Remember the tape of Mr. Olaume that you always play, that to solve a problem, there are three parts to it. There's the policy, there's the strategy, there's the operation. Now, Mr. Donald Trump from America, the policy, that one is set. Before America comes to fight any war or go to any battle, I guarantee you, it's like a school. The people that are coming, it's like a class. They might be going to that class for the next 2 years, but that will not be visible to public.
Okay.
I've been privileged to watch Navy SEAL training. They don't joke. Delta forces, they don't joke. Now, somebody asked that if they kill one American, what will happen? A lot will happen. Not under this man, Mr. Donald Trump. A lot will happen. He has legitimate reason to come because he wants to protect people that are being killed unjustly. Now, for you to now kill one American soldier, remember the interview he did in Afghanistan when he told Ayatollah that I want to remove, is it Afghanistan, the leader, that I want to remove my soldiers. But if you kill one American soldier, I will kill you. Then the person that was interpreting now cringe. He said, tell him what I said, that if you kill one American soldier, pending when I will remove my boots on ground, I'm coming to kill you. So the guy now interpret. Then the leader look at him. He now shake. He said, yes, I will kill you. He said, I will kill you. If one American soldier falls to the ground, I will kill you. Now let's go to Asari Dokubo. I just feel sorry for that guy. I don't know whether you know, 2 weeks ago, there was one Canadian drug dealer that was arrested in Mexico. His name is something Weddings. Asari Dokubo is not tough. He can only survive within Nigeria. I'm talking about strong cocaine narcotics that there's a bounty of $15 million on him. If America want to take Asari Dokubo out today, it will not take them, they will not lose sleep over it. That's why I say that they should come, they will collect. I just feel sorry. I feel sorry for him and his children and the nuisance he's parading as soldiers. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry for him. Even Putin, as tough, as powerful as he is, he cannot tell Trump that America should come and do XYZ. These are world power that they have might, they have power, they have missile, they have everything. Not somebody like Asari Dokubo. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. Now, let me backtrack a little bit because the defense minister said something that really, really pains me. As much as I have respect for that man, he disappointed me on Sh0Ck Tinubu, the last interview. When they asked him that, where is Ubasani? He said, oh, it's MIA. Somebody that we saw that the ISWAP shot on the forehead. Every respect I have for that man just went down from 100 to 2. Is it because you are the defense minister you cannot say the truth? What that can happen? Leave the place. Let the people that are in power, that are fellowshipping with the Fulanis, let them continue. You are a man that people respect and people see through you that you have competence. But if you are not trying to liaise with these people and be saying what you're not supposed to say, it's a bad precedence on you and your reputation as a person. Yeah. I'm happy that the Americans are on ground. Look at Alex. Look at what he's doing. The guy came out and said, Nigerian soldiers are not protecting their own people. Do you think, as he's speaking, he has people in the Congress that he's reporting to? Whatever he's doing, there are people that are aware of where he is. If anything happened to that man in Nigeria, Nigeria is in trouble. Because we cannot keep killing each other. Because, just like you said, I see your passion every day. I watch your video on a daily basis. In fact, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I see whether you have dropped a video or not. Because we cannot keep counting dead bodies. These are human beings that are being killed on a daily basis, and we are protecting them on peace deal. And not protecting them on a peace deal, or giving them, trying to say, oh, they are negotiating, and oh, if you don't support Islam, you have to pay Giza tax and the likes. Which country, just like we said, that country has to break like Bosnia as the governor. It has to break. Nigeria has to break. If Nigeria does not break, it's a matter of time, just like Mr. Awubulum said, it's a matter of time. It might not be in our lifetime, it might not be in our generation, eventually it will happen.
Yeah.
So I pray. How come when England want to exit Brexit, it was easy? When Westerners want to break, it's easy. How come when it's Africa, it's very tough? They don't want to do it. Why? Because of vested interest.
Indian and Pakistan, it was easy.
It was easy.
Anything about Africa, problem.
How come when it comes to Africa, it's always hard?
I am sorry to say this, sir. You know, Africans are not intelligent. I'm sorry to say this because a lot of times we say that we have high IQ. Africans are intelligent. If you are intelligent, you see an ideology. Like I was making a statement, one of my videos, you know, I used to make a lot of videos. I don't remember the number. One of my videos, I said, while I was growing up as a Christian, I was born and brought up from a Catholic background. We used to go to catechism. While they were teaching me, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal,
they were teaching other people that thou shalt kill.
Another person that I am an infidel, that they have a mandate to kill me. This is the problem. So there is any other problem. This is just the problem. You are teaching other people to kill me. Why I am being taught on how to not to kill, not to steal, not to commit adultery, not to do this, not to do that. So it can't work. These are two different words.
It can't. Now they now went to Turkey. Turkey that we knew was a Christian country that was conquered by Islam. Now, Mustafa now came that, we went there to buy ammunition. Are you sure that's all you went there to do?
No.
I don't like when people speak with both sides of their mouth.
See, any place Tinubu travel to, let me give you now just a secret. Don't listen to what Nigeria will say. Listen to what that country will say.
Yes.
Erdogan said Tinubu came to Turkey, that Tinubu and him have the same interest about the Islamic world.
The question is, what is the interest? That is what people should be. That's what people should be answering. That what is the interest? People doesn't ask questions. That one good thing about maybe Westerners or people like that live. Now, when you say something, we will question what you say.
Yeah, and lastly, because of time, I also went to see the Turkish military platform. So, Turkish military platform also posted that Nigeria, which is an Islamic country, will be one of the first African countries to buy their so this, their so that. I say, see these people. So this is an interest. There is no law. Interest rules the world.
Interest rules the world.
Yeah, what Tinubu went there for is for Islamic interest, Islamic operation interest. So that is it, my brother.
So now, if the country now fall under Islam, under his watch, so that is an achievement as a president, because his name will not be forgotten in history.
He knows it can't happen.
Buhari could have done that now. At least we know that it's the Fulani man that did it.
He was pushed to go and do that.
Whoever pushed him, they didn't push him well. Maybe now American soldier is on ground. Israel will come into. It's a combination of forces. Where they've started, they will not see the end.
Let's see what is going to unfold.
Well, let's keep our fingers crossed, and thank you for all you do. God will bless you. I'm an ardent follower. May lay every day.
Thank you, my brother.
No.
Let's go to Prof. Daddy O. Good evening, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Good day. Are you hearing me there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, my brother. Thanks for your program, and thanks for all those that have spoken so far. Now, one thing is very clear. You see, some weeks, in short, this week, last week, I was listening to a video of Issa El-Buba on, I think, Prayer Storm TV. See, I don't know why people don't realize what these Islamic folks are. Number one.
Okay, you say you were listening to Issa El-Buba.
But yeah, that is a
popular pastor. Yeah, what was he saying?
He said he was putting places in the Quran. In the Quran makes it clear, part of their conquer is to take over land. He made it clear that all these things Islam is doing in Nigeria, they have an agenda, that we shouldn't be deceived. And he was also making it clear that it's pity people. It's like we don't realize this. He said that he was attacked by the former President Buhari. He mentioned this pop and play. He mentioned the year this thing started. So you see, he also commended Trump for his action. It's an answered prayer. And I'm happy for that. See, thank God the soldiers are here. And I know very soon action will take place. It's very good. There's no need of them letting the Nigerian government know the action. Because we have a government that goes on to protect evil folks like these bandits. Once the American government says, okay, this is there, you see how they'll go and inform these bandits and give them protection. And to me, you see that Tinubu fall in Turkey. To me, I may not be correct. To me, I think he stage managed that thing. He did it to divert the attention of people while he went to Turkey. It's similar to that time they said that is it rat and cockroach stole money in Sh0Ck. They mentioned that it was to divert the attention of Nigerians from the main thing. You understand?
Yeah.
So this is, I pray the what they call it, the US forces get the job done. And to me, they'll get the job done. Because this, see, I'm happy you also mentioned it. USA have an interest. These Islamic folks are people, yeah, Yoruba said that. There's something he said I will never forget. Do you know what he said? He said that then when he was in Islam, that they can be coming to a room and be doing training. That there's a lot of discrete things that go on in their action, in their build-up to strike. They say they don't mind how long it's going to take. And he also said that they themselves know how to keep secrets.
All right.
So we're up against, so when I look at people, I remember I heard Nnamdi Kanu mentioned in a video. I'm a Christian, but he said something. He said he begins to wonder, is it fasting and praying that is what's going to be used to knock these people out? Is it fasting and praying? All these big leaders are just like moot. We also what the guy from US, Alex, is doing in Nigeria. I just laughed. I knew that nobody will ever tamper with him. He also made it clear that the coordinates of that whole area is being monitored 247. And it's high time that all these folks in Nigeria, Asari Dokubo, Ojus, Okara, and co., these evil folks, my dear, I think it's high time that they should be captured. Though let's watch and see, because one thing I know with the US government, when they start doing things, it looks like it's a play. It may look like there's no headway, but there's a headway. There's going to be a headway in one way or the other. And let me just say, the only thing else I'm going to say is that the days to come, I believe there will be some level of smile on our faces. But one thing is very clear, as you said, and the last speaker said, Nigeria being together is a scam. The government has even worked towards dividing the country, Nigeria. We also what happened. I'm an Igbo, I'm a Biafran. We also what happened. The new history book for JSS, at least the JS1 and JS2, there's no write-up of
Igbo history. The government denied that they did not approve that book.
See, the thing that annoys me in this country is I'm not surprised. Wait, this is funny. See, my late mom worked in Ministry of Education. Before any book is brought out, they approve it. I grew up seeing my mom, they bring some books, some textbooks. They'll say, okay, let me assume, okay, Macmillan for primary school, day by day for primary school. They bring it, they review it, and come up with one. So the Nigerian government lie. In short, I call them limpid liars. They're limpid liars. Okay, my brother. Thanks for allowing me to talk.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. All right. CJ, We have to go back to this issue. You have to unmute yourself, Mr. CJ. We have to go back to this issue because I really want someone to touch something about this.
In trying to remove Jonathan, there were stateless persons that were from the Sahel region that were imported into Nigeria, and a former chairman of PDP made that statement. I'm not the person that made it.
But that importation is a fact, is it?
That importation is a fact. What has happened in Nigeria?
Let me first of all say that the idea of bringing people from outside the country to destabilize wasn't, I mean, I didn't say they brought people to destabilize. What I said was that the idea, they actually brought people into the country with the intention that those people will come and vote for them. I think you understand? And they never realized, they never knew, they were never convinced that they were going to win that election because PDP.
All right, that is a story we all know about. Mr. CJ, okay. I think in depth. Sh0Ck, you can unmute yourself.
Okay, good evening, Mr. Okochama, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, sir. It has
Just
been a long
listen to
time.
the video I played right now, right?
Yes, that talked about the importation of
these terrorists called bandits today, that the US are on ground to fight. So my question to you is this.
Okay.
What do you think that we the masses, what do we do at this moment? Because there is a high level of deception in Nigeria, in Nigerians' air. When everybody have been psycho-conditioned, should I use psycho-conditioning? Because this is more than a psychological conditioning. I think this is hypnotizing. Many people have been hypnotized, not to understand where this rain started beating us. That these same people in government imported these terrorists into the country. So if these people imported these terrorists into the country, why are they not even talking about the problem first before the solution?
Okay, sir. The truth is that I'm going to talk based on my own knowledge. I think this started during Goodluck Jonathan's regime, when he wanted to contest for the second time. That is, he became president as a result of Yar'Adua's death. So when he wanted to now contest, I think, is it the second term? The second term, I think they give him the opportunity to rule for the remaining years. Then contested and he won again, and that's 4 years. On elapsing, he wanted to contest for the second term, on the official second term of his bid. Then Buhari, according to what I've seen and what I heard, Buhari vowed that Goodluck is not going to be there. And a lot of, if you go to social media, there are a lot of people who has reviewed a lot of things about the mission of Buhari coming into as a president of Nigeria. He imported these terrorists in order to help fight, in fact, to cause mayhem if at all Goodluck won the election, or if at all Goodluck is trying to oppose the result of the election. It was quite unfortunate that Goodluck is a kind of a disciplined man. According to him, he said that he valued the life of Nigeria more than any other thing. So he decided to sheath the sword, not to retaliate, and eventually this particular set of people, I heard that they were promised 100 million naira then. Whether it is given to them or not, I don't know. So they could not pay them, they could not service them any longer. So they started causing a problem. Buhari started talking about Ruga, where to settle them. I think this is where all these problems started. The truth is that they have a mission of Islamizing Nigeria, and I want Nigerians to know and it looks as if the United Nigeria, in fact, let me just tell you the truth. The federal government of Nigeria believed that the United States of America is coming to fight for Biafra. I don't know whether you know that. That is exactly what they had.
Exactly.
That is exactly what they had in mind. So they are not seeing it as they want to calm down the situation or the murdering of Christians in Nigeria. Rather, they are seeing it as sabotaging them or trying to come and divide Nigeria. Have you seen it? But the truth is this. I have said this many times. How can people of different ideology live as one? It is not possible. It is. Let us forget about sentiments. Somebody who do not believe in what I believe, how can we stay in one room?
And look at the deception here. Look at the deception here. Sorry to cut you short. They gave us a Sh0Ck constitution. They gave us a constitution. They call it Nigerian constitution. And the other people now add their Sharia law into their own. You understand? So we are focusing on Nigerian constitution. Other people are focusing and working with Sharia law. This is the high level of deception that can happen where people cannot reason.
Yes. So how can a nation be operating with two laws? And okay, look at the scenario now. Okay, practice your law, leave others and what they believe. Even if we are cohabiting, mind your business. Yet you want to influence them. You want to force them to believe in what you believe. So how does it work? It cannot work. So I want to use this opportunity to thank the United States of America. In fact, I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm so much happy because I thought they have delayed much self. Because all this I've been hearing when they're coming. If there was a program I watched yesterday, the lady was analyzing the number of deaths that has occurred as a result after the first strike that United States did. You understand? It started from that. In fact, the level of killing becomes times 2, more double. So these people are operating as if they own Nigeria, they own us. Please, I want to use this opportunity to also let Nigeria know that these people need to be wiped out of this country and let us have peace. Then if they refuse, in fact, they should focus more on dividing Nigeria. Let these people that have different belief be on one side and those that have another belief be on the other side. You understand? Then if they are to come to our own, then it then means that you must agree and abide by the rules and regulations governing the nation you are coming into. So it is very simple as ABCD. So any person thinking that the United States of America trying to what do I call it, feel sympathetic because some people that know what they wanted to do are using a lot of words that will make the whole world feel sympathetic against them. So how can you say that terrorists are our friends? They are part of us, according to Gumi's statements. You understand? So the truth is this: America should double their strength and do whatever they come to do in Nigeria, and let us have peace of mind. The killing is much.
All right.
The killing is much. Thank you, my brother.
Right. Okay, now a lot of people are thinking that this is what Gumi said. This is what Gumi say. I'm trying to let people know that yes, Gumi made that statement, but it's not only Gumi. You know,
yes,
that is why when America is on ground trying to fight these terrorists, a lot of people don't want it to happen. You see, anytime I'm talking about partitioning in Nigeria, a lot of people think that, oh, this guy, what he's saying, it's not making sense.
Let me give you one information, sir. You heard of the recent traveling to Turkey by our presidents? Hello? Hello, sir.
I'm listening.
I said, did you heard of the recent Turkey movement by our presidents?
If you are following me, you could have seen that I made up to 3 videos about that.
Very good. I'm following you now, 24 hours. I'm following you. So the truth is this. I want to tell you that you know that they signed the Turkey. I know you have read the agreement that is they have signed. I want to tell you that Turkey is giving Nigeria ammunition. And do you know those ammunitions? Do you know where they are coming to fight? Do you know it is in the Biafra land? They have started using it. I have an evidence, strong evidence. They have started using it. They came to fight these guys that are fighting for the Biafran liberation. They use those ammunition to fight them. Unfortunate for them, some of the bomb they throw that could not break down, that could not completely broken. This you saw Turkey, the name of Turkey as in the country that ammunition was made, written on it. I don't know whether you have seen that video in social media.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it.
Thank you very much. So this is what we are talking about. That is why they are fighting. They thought and they believe strongly that it is Biafra that made the America to start looking into what is happening in Nigeria. They don't know that God, you see, one thing I love God is, you will be doing some certain things thinking it is your right. The time here when he will come out to defend or stand or fight, nobody stops him. Nobody stops him. I want to let you know that this is exactly God's appointed time to liberate Christians, to let them know that he is aware of their persecution. But the more fights are still coming because he will be the one to fight the last battle.
All right.
Christ himself, God will say, will be the one. Yes, sir.
It's all right. All right. Let's go to Mazi Chinedu. Mazi Chinedu, you can unmute yourself. Okay. He's out of it. All right. Back to what I was saying. I was trying to say before that when you see a lot of people who are opposing the America, they are just people who never wanted to fight Boko Haram, who were using Boko Haram for the same ideology that Boko Haram have been parading, which is the Islamization of Nigeria. Before, I used to play this video for people. Listen.
Everyone, you need to come on board. Boko Haram should lay their arms unconditionally and be accepted in the community. Opportunities are out there for them. They can be rehabilitated. An ex-Boko Haram stands having laid his arms and comes back, turns his way away from his negativity. He stands to be a president of this country. He stands to aspire to any position in this country. Why is he wasting his time when he cannot even deliver?
A very well-known leader in this country said that any attempt to attack and fight insurgency is an attack on the North. So, you know, when you have such huge political considerations, there are difficulties. I mean, Buhari said that in the newspaper. General Buhari said that any attack on Boko Haram is an attack on the North. So what do you do as a government?
So this is what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to tell people that, you see, it is a problem of religion. It's a problem of ideology. Like, this is what these people believe, and you cannot take it away from them. You cannot take it away from them. So that is why I'm saying that the United States coming to Nigeria, it is going to be something that half of the population of Nigeria will not like. Okay, they are not going to like it. They will agitate. They will plan to attack, and so on and so forth. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, okay. You can hear me, huh? Let me just quickly say something.
Yeah.
Hello? Yeah, that video you just played now. Okay, that video you just played now. You know, Simon Ekpa is somebody who, the guy is just blessed. Everybody have different blessings, you know, in their life. In my life, I've never seen a person who is able to critically analyze, sort of unpack, you know, riddles. I've never come across nobody. I am telling you the gospel truth. Nnamdi Kanu is one of the greatest, if not the greatest orator I have ever come across. Simon Ekpa has something very unique and special. That video you just played, I saw on another program from Sh0Ck, where he unpacked and he kind of, he decoded the statement of that soldier when he said that Boko Haram that cannot even deliver. You ask yourself, because this was what I said that Simon Ekpa unpacked. What did he is a general. He was a general. I don't know, because this is some years back. I don't know if he's still in the military or if he has retired or whatever. But the question is, what did
he has been retired a long time ago. That's General Lene or something like that.
Wonderful people, as we have finished watching this interesting video, please, I want to see your comment, your contribution, your opinion in the comment section. Like I said earlier, let us do it constructively. Tell me what you think about this video that you have just watched, and also about the platform. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please remember to subscribe, put on your notification bell, share this video, and remain blessed.